Yeah. I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to get your mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Hit subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me. and we can build some things. You know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link. Go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that done click the link, that done click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
Yeah, boy. This is your boy Brian Redmond, and I am back one more again for another episode of the Relationship Rehab. And it does usually work better when the camera's on. There we go. Okay, so I do have one thing I just remembered as soon as I went live. I need to check my settings because I have a little bit of noise. And I think that I can fix that very quickly. I think I can. There it is. Boom, bam. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Fixed and ready. All right, hold on. Let me get this together. Get that together a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Man, no. This was from the last show that my son was messing with my shit. But I'm good now. It was just a setting from when I had an update that I needed to just turn back on. So I did that, and that's why it's good. So now that little hissing that I was just hearing is gone now. So we good. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the show. And I am going to start that off with my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Right. Oh yeah, that drink is all right. That's tasty, a tasted beverage. So let me get myself out my ear so I ain't get to hear myself no more because I don't know what I'm saying when I'm saying it. But I am gonna try something different. I'm gonna start out with a commercial. Insert ad here. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, indeed. So please, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and you can also click that donate button. Now I got two more things that I need to get going here. One is to get them words from across the screen, and 2 is to get the chat going, which I think I got pretty much down packed now. So all I got to do is hit that, and then boom, bam, it should pop up. Yes, I'm on it, y'all. I mean, I'm really feeling good about myself. I'm making things happen, and yes, things are working out in my favor. All right, so let me move that over just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. So one of the things that I looked at and I saw today while I was getting the show together was that I guess they finally released the autopsy report on Kevin Samuels. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I know that people have been saying that that woman he was with had something to do with him dying. They done said the Illuminati had something to do with it. It was the Black Bitches Coalition of America that assassinated him, or whatever the case may be. But it turned out that it was our good old friend, hypertension. And I would say, um, that hypertension, heart disease, and all of that, it's it's that thing, man, that we really don't really talk about. For some reason, for whatever reason, I actually don't know. But you talking about one of the biggest things that's killing niggas is high blood pressure, diabetes. I mean, that's what it is. Hypertension, stress and all that kind of shit. It's like those are the things that are taking us out the most. It's like insane. And it's like I am just shocked. I was gonna go there. I knew somebody was gonna say it, and John, you said it. There we go. I knew somebody was gonna say it. John said, I blame the vaccine. Hey man, all I know is that shit is something I didn't get. I'm glad I didn't get it. And there are people that I've had close friends that have had problems now, and I know that they got it. I'm just saying, I don't know if he was pro jab. I don't know if he got it or not. I'm just saying that there are people that have had some type of heart something or another that actually had the jab. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I don't know what the numbers are. I'm not going to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole to try to figure that out. I'm just saying what I know, that it's been some people that didn't have the shit and didn't have problems. I'm just saying, kids and all that shit, they've all had it. It's just one of them things. So, to each his own. This is America. God damn it. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, this is a free country. God damn it. You should call the man Muhammad Ali. But whatever. So do what you do. But I would like to say, hey, the brother was doing his thing, man. He was biting off of my brother. He stole a lot of my brother's shit, but no, and didn't give him no credit for it. Didn't give him not one shout out. He didn't give him a shout out at all. But the fact that he didn't, hey man, that was real fucked up. But nevertheless, he did his thing, and man, had a ton of followers and all that kind of shit, using a lot of Tommy's talking points. So it worked out for him to some degree. I'm just saying, that's just what it is. I'm telling the truth, and that's all I'm here to do. But the fact that what he was doing and the success he was having in social media, it's like it's a shame to see, pretty much would be considered a young man, a younger man. Well, not a younger man, but he was young by a lot of our standards today. To go out like that is like, damn, it just really is. It's just really one of those things where we have to really, really, really just take better care of ourselves. We really do. And I was going to talk about something else, but I said, no, I think this is important because so many of us, especially when it comes to us black folks, we don't want to go to the doctor. We don't want to get checkups. We don't want to get those routine follow-ups and that kind of shit.
And I'm telling y'all like this, you can act like, well, if I don't know, it don't exist. You can act that way if you want to, but those are the very things that will keep you from not being here tomorrow. Just saying. We have to get serious about what we do and what we put into our bodies and how we take care of our bodies. I need some lotion. How we take care of our bodies. That shit actually matters. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the whole physical fitness thing and being healthier. I mean, just it's the little things that we have to really consider and take into account, because it's like little things like just starting to eat better, making better food choices, starting to cook your own food instead of eating out all the damn time. That kind of stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want us to get more conscious about it. If you have not been to the doctor for your checkup, go. You should go every 6 months. If you ain't going to get your teeth cleaned, go to the dentist every 6 months. It's like, and most of the biggest thing is, it's so many of us that got jobs, that got insurance, and we don't even use the shit. We don't do it for ourselves. We don't do it for our kids. And it's like, then when something happens or somebody fall out or something, then we try to get our shit together. No, you might want to kind of start doing that a little bit earlier. That's all I'm saying. Go to the doctor, go to the dentist, take your kids to the doctor, take your kids to the dentist. I'm just saying, because it's what you call like preventive maintenance. Do y'all realize that most of us take better care of our cars and our vehicles than we do ourselves? You go get that oil change every 3 months or every 3,000 miles religiously, but you ain't been to the doctor in your every 6 months, or every time something don't feel right, you won't go to the doctor. Just saying. Those are the kind of things that I'm talking about that we have to make sure that we are doing, especially when we have the means to do it. It's like, nigga, how you got Jordans on your feet and don't have dental insurance? You don't have health insurance. Or better yet, thank you, somebody just put it in the chat, you don't have life insurance. Y'all do realize that for the cost of 2 pairs of Jordans a year, you could have a pretty damn good life insurance policy. Just saying. Those are the kind of things that we need to really take seriously and invest in, because number one, it's going to help us be here longer. And number two, as far as the life insurance is concerned, when we leave, we don't leave our families fucked up. We don't leave them with a bunch of shit that they got to now take care of because we didn't take care of our business before we left up out of here. You never know when you're going to go. So have your shit together. Get your will and testaments together and that kind of stuff. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move into the show. And I'm really going to talk about this because I saw this yesterday, and I, believe it or not, I know it sounds weird and it sounds crazy, I got excited. I really did. I got excited about this shooting because this is a classic example of what I be talking about. This is a classic example about what all of us Pro 2A advocates talk about. This is it. Like Michael Jackson said it. This is it. This is what it's all about. And it's like, it's so upsetting to me to continuously see whenever we have one of these situations occur, the media literally do this. Huh? You said what's over there? The what? Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. They literally just like, I mean, they'll be like, yep, the Dow Jones is down 8 points and fuel is up by 76 cents. There was an active shooter that actually was stopped by a man with a gun who's a law-abiding citizen. And then we had 2 accidents on the Eisenhower. They just literally keep going. If anything, you may get a blurb. Or just a little boop. It may come across your screen at the bottom. 19 people get killed in Texas, Uvalde.
Oh man, it's on everything all day, every day, 24/7, live feed this, live feed that. We gonna find out what's going on. This got to stop. We got to change. We got to fix it. What happened? How did it happen? Who did it happen to? I'm talking 24/7 news coverage. There was a report. There was a news conference. There was a debriefing. There was something coming out every hour on the hour when there's an active shooter and there's a bunch of people killed. You can't stop it. It's flooding everything. They talking about it at the basketball game, in between the halftime. They talking about it on all other sports channels. They talking about it on Good Morning America. They talking about it on CNN, TNT, ESPN, HBO show. They talking about it on everything. But they just seem to just let the good ones that go by, they just say that, hey, nope. They just, yep, nope. You say you did what now? Right, that shit's on Telemundo. That shit is on everything. Cable access TV, Channel 11. It's on everything. But when it's the other way around, nope. Don't nobody hear nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody seen nothing. But good thing is, y'all got me. Yeah, baby, because I'm going to talk about it. All right, so let me go ahead and get this video together first, because that is the one thing I actually forgot to do. But I got it downloaded. I just need to put it in here. So we're going to put that right there. Better yet, I'm going to show you this short one real quick, and then we're going to get that out of there and go to the next thing. Yeah, check this shit out. Alrighty. All right, boom. Hey, Matt, one more thing. I was actually going to talk about this before, but didn't get a chance to. Did y'all by any chance see Drew Hill on the Trumpet Awards? The Trumpet Awards showcase, whatever, Drew Hill sang. I must give them their kudos. Them niggas still sound good. They came out there and they did their thing. I was like, Drew Hill killed it. And when they ended with that beauty, ooh-wee, they got it in. It's good to see a group like that really had a lot of success back in their time to be able to come out today and perform and sound just as good as they did back then. Real talk. I was wowed. I was really impressed. It was cold. I didn't see Mint Condition. I don't know about Mint Condition, but I can tell you Drew Hill sound good. They could be on tour today. Like somebody who can't sing today, who literally has lost it, Jodeci. Jodeci sounds terrible today. They was on, what up, bro? My boy Vashawn in the house. What's happening, broski? They had whatchamacallit, KC and JoJo singing on Tom Joyner show. Boy, them niggas broke the internet and how terrible they sounded. They really did. But Drew Hill did their thing. They got it the fuck in. They really did. They really, really did. They had even the big boy came out, Jazz. He didn't get to do all the moves, but he definitely came out and did his thing. When his song is, because that was his song, Beauty. He came out and represented for fat niggas across the globe, baby. He was on it. I was like, yeah, he did it. They did a really, really good job. So, but with that being said, I want you all to just take a look at this and we're going to talk about it just a little bit.
Today, our Jenny Runovich talked to the people that are close to the man who police tonight are also calling a hero.
Police, come talk to us. Police, how many people are there?
As police rushed shoppers to safety Sunday, Shay Goldman's grandmother was getting frightening calls and texts.
She says, Grandma, I'm okay. She said, but I'm terrified. You know, and then she says, Grandma, what is the world coming to? And She said, I don't think I'll never step a foot in a mall again.
Her granddaughter was in the food court, traumatized but safe, thanks to Shay's boyfriend, Elijah Dickin. The 22-year-old from Seymour took down the mall shooter. Eli's the man police call a hero.
Well, I just know that I'm so proud of him for what he's done. He saved my granddaughter. I know.
Now look, y'all know I'm fair, right? Y'all know I tries my best to be righteous. And if this was a black woman up here, I would be like, God damn, lady. But this is a white woman up here. So I'm still going to say, God damn, lady. You didn't want to put your face on, but you wanted to put them goddamn legs on camera? Are you serious? Do y'all see that shit there? Oh, my God. Put some goddamn pants on. Put some jeans on. Or better yet, ma'am, just close the door. Talk through the screen. That's ridiculous. Say, look, don't put the camera on me at all. Not just my feet, not just my legs. No, don't show nothing. I don't want to see nothing. Yes, let me get a sheet. Put a green screen in front of them. I don't give a shit. Look at my flowers that's right next there. Put that on camera. Don't put these legs on camera because these legs look like a roadmap to hell. It's like all of the different. Don't put that out there. That's ridiculous. Ma'am, your feet and your legs, I know that they may be the best part of you today, but that is not for the camera. All I'm saying is, I understand that that's a natural thing. I understand that you get varicose veins from carrying kids and just living life, goddammit. I'm fine with that. But don't put that shit front and center on the stage with the spotlight on it when you go on the news. Put on some pants. Get something. You got on this short ass dress that you only wear around the house, and then you gonna have your legs out there like, yeah, show my legs, because that's good. Like, what the fuck? We got to do better. This is why we cannot have nice things, people. I'm just saying. That shit is not good.
He did. She said on the phone when she called me, she's Grandma. I'm okay.
Right. Keep the picture on the girl. That's the girlfriend. Fine. That's what you keep the picture on. Like, look, I'm going to hold this picture of my grandbaby, and y'all keep the picture on her now. Don't you show shit else on here. That's what you do.
That Eli pushed me out of the way and told me to get down and to stay down. And everybody should be proud of him, you know what I'm saying, for what he's done. Because if not, there would have been a lot more.
Shay told her grandma she spotted the gunman coming out of the bathroom.
And she said, Grandma, I seen a long gun. And then all of a sudden, Eli told her get down and pushed her. And she said it went from there.
Investigators say Eli, within seconds, stopped the suspect.
Now, I will say this. Y'all know that if that girl was, because she looked like she mixed. Y'all know if that girl was 100% black, she would have got shot too, right? You want me to tell you how she would have got shot? Because when Eli pushed her down and said, get down, that black woman got like, motherfucker, don't be pushing me. Pow, pow, pow. Ah! Who the fuck you pushing, nigga? Pow, pow, pow. Bitch, I'm trying to save you. Y'all know good goddamn well she got her ass shot too. I know you didn't just push me. Let me call my brothers and them. They gonna fuck you up, Eli. I just said I had to do that, yeah.
Pulled out the pistol he was carrying under the constitutional carry law, steadied himself against a pole, and fired 10 rounds from 40 yards away.
Hold on. Did you hear that? Shout out to Eli Dickens. Eli. Did you hear what he did? Yes, congratulations, Eli. We're so proud of you, sir. He pushed his girlfriend out the way. He then took cover behind a pole. Well, he was actually in concealment, but whatever. Pole could be covered, depends. But steadied himself on the pole with a handgun going up against a rifle. And you know what he did? He got his ass. Got his ass. That dude only was able to kill 3 people. Shot 5, killed 3, and then his ass got his partridge in a pear tree, and now he gone. Yes. Normally, rifle beats Glock, but a well-placed shot beats anything, goddammit. Well-placed shot. 22 fucking years old, going up against a 20-year-old, young man against young man, mano a mano, and the guy who had the fucking guts and the fucking balls to stand up to this motherfucker won. Do you know in a fucking mall food court how many motherfuckers were about to die? How many on deck motherfucking dead bodies was in that area in a fucking food court? Come on here now. Come on here now. You need to take the fucking balls, the testicular fortitude that Elisha Dickens has, and you need to inject it into every Uvalde police officer down in fucking Texas. That is what it's about. That's how you get it done. Could he have gotten killed? Absolutely. Was he outgunned? Indeed he was. AR-15 up against a fucking pistol. Hey man, you are outgunned. However, he had the fucking balls to go up against to at least contest this motherfucker. He ain't gonna let him get it for free. And I ain't got nothing but the utmost respect for this dude. This kid is a fucking hero. Period. Period, point blank. A fucking hero.
Suspect tried to go back in the bathroom, but fired 10 rounds from 40 yards away. The
40
suspect tried to
yards?
go back. Carry law, steadied himself against a pole.
Now, he ain't had no CCW class. He ain't go do all that. He ain't had to go before the law enforcement committee like you do in New York. You got to go and beg and plead everybody in New York and New Jersey for a goddamn gun and hope they give it to you. He didn't have no, oh, well, you can only carry it at your job, and you can only carry it when you're going to and from your job, or you can only have it at your house, and if you're leaving your house, he ain't have to go through none of that. Constitutional carry. Pro 2A. Second Amendment, I got my shit. Let's go. 40 yards away. Do y'all understand how far that is? For a fucking handgun? Come on here now. You got to give this boy all of his due. And it wasn't necessarily, and yes, this kid may have been a sharpshooter. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is he was willing to put it on the fucking line. That's all you need sometimes. I'm sure this kid has probably been shooting his gun and he just ain't just bought it from the gun store 2 days ago and he's just an instant fucking crack shot. But the fact of the matter is this kid was able to put this motherfucker down 40 yards away. That's good shooting. Fuck what you heard. That's a fucking gunfighter right there. Exactly. That's where the most gun ranges are 25 yards. 15 yards is a stretch. 25 yards is, oh wow. 40 yards? That's almost half of a football field, y'all. That's 10 yards short of a half of a football field with a fucking handgun. That's what you call some rootin', tootin', shooting, goddammit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that was outstanding. To be able to put a motherfucker down half a football field away. Yes, sir. Way to go, kid. Way to fucking go. I want to high five this motherfucker. I want to interview this I want to meet this kid. I'm just saying. This kid inspires me. He should be an inspiration to us all. He should be an inspiration to us all. Right. 10 rounds at 40 yards. Man, come on now. That is trained. That is I go and I train. You gotta know what the fuck you doing, and you gotta do that quite a bit to be able to put 10 rounds, 40 yards down range. I'm telling you, that is no easy feat.
And fired 10 rounds from 40 yards away. The suspect tried to go back in the bathroom, but instead fell to the ground.
His actions were nothing short of heroic.
My Glock spitting rounds, niggas falling down, clutching their stomach. It's West Side Death Row. Thug niggas on the rise. Buster shot me 5 times. Bitch niggas do die. Can you hear me? Laced with this game. I'm telling you. My man Eli put him down.
He engaged the gunman from quite a distance with a handgun. Was very proficient in that, very tactically sound. And as he moved to close in on the suspect, he was also motioning for people to exit behind him.
If he didn't.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Do you understand at 22 to have that type of awareness, that tactical mindset? Do you understand the type of tactical mindset you have to be able to do that, to have the wherewithal in the midst of shooting, in the middle of a gunfight, you still had the wherewithal, once you saw this motherfucker go down, to start to close the distance and then to wave those bystanders, those innocent people behind you to get the fuck out. Do you understand the type of tactical awareness that's law enforcement training, dude? That's military style training. The fact that he had the wherewithal to do that, this kid is fucking awesome. He is fucking awesome. He about to pop your ass. He done got 10 rounds down your pocket. That kid is at 22? Come on, man. Come on, man. At 22. That is what you call situational awareness. That kid is tactically sound. He literally trains to make sure that he's able to function in a situation like that. To know to get his girl out the way, get in concealment, cover, whichever one you want to call a pole, steady his shot, throw 10 rounds down range at a motherfucker, hit this dude, takes him down, begins to close the distance between him and the guy that he's taken down, and then to wave those innocent people out all at the same time, at the same damn time. Man, come on. This kid needs the fucking key to the city. He needs the key to the city. All of these fucking politicians, get this. You talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse of 2022? There he is. There he is. This kid needs the Kyle Rittenhouse Award. They need to have an award every year for somebody who stops a shooting like this. Call it the Kyle Rittenhouse Award. This was outstanding. Eli Dickens did an incredible job. Police can't function. There's a lot of police that don't function as well as he did. He said the Rittenhouse Rangers Award. I'm telling you, this is so Rittenhouse-esque. It's like, dude, this is what fucking Second Amendment is all about. I'm just telling you, this is what it's all about. Hokey pokey. You get your Eli in and get Eli to take them out. You put your Eli in and you're shooting all about. You do the hokey pokey and you shoot that motherfucker down. That's what it's all about. He put 10 rounds in. He got 20 rounds out. He put 10 rounds in and it knocked him to the ground. You do the hokey pokey and you took the fucker out. That's what it's all about. I'm just telling you, that's what it's about right there. Being able to legally be in a situation to where you can do just that is just what the Second Amendment is about. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That dude would have came. Do y'all realize how much fucking ammo and firepower this motherfucker had? Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Stop. Do you
Let's
think
go
how many
ahead.
people in that food court?
19-year-old Shay, who's in nursing school, took action too, helping a woman shot in the leg.
She said she took her coat off and put a tourniquet around it and waited.
Both young people courageous in chaos, police say, amid deadly trauma at the mall.
I'm glad they're both okay, and I'm glad he did what he did, but we need prayers for him. He needs prayers because that's all. To take somebody's life is hard.
And that is very true. It is. But I'd rather have somebody like that have to deal with taking someone's life who has already taken 3 people's lives and was going to take more. I'd rather have that person here to tell his story and that person here to get the resources and the help that we got there for him to be dead because he didn't. That's what this world is. Unfortunately, we got to have guys that are willing to stand up for this shit. And that's exactly what he did. Eli is a fucking hero in my book every day, all day. Plain and simple. It don't get no better than this. It just don't. It just don't. This guy was fucking outstanding, right? We all could take a page out of the book of Eli about this shit. Uvalde can take a page out of the book of Eli with this shit that he did. Take a page, take some footnotes. Hell, just copy, just do what he said. Just tell yourself, what would Eli do? You know what I'm saying? Just have that mentality.
This afternoon, the Greenwood community in shock and mourning after a gunman opened fire at the mall Sunday afternoon. Law enforcement is now trying to gather every piece of evidence they can to answer the questions that we're all asking at this point. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Nick McGill.
And I'm Birchelle Edmay. We start our team coverage this afternoon with what we know right now. Russ McQuaid is standing by with the gunman's identity and the timeline he set for killing innocent people. And Eric Graves has more on the victims and their stories.
We're going to begin with Russ, though, who explains what authorities have already learned from an overnight search of the suspect's home. Russ?
Check this out.
And a good afternoon. Officials say they don't know why Jonathan Sapperman, the alleged gunman, opened fire inside the Greenwood Park Mall late Sunday afternoon. However, it seems the more questions that we and investigators ask, the more there is to learn about this tragedy. This is the photograph.
He kind of sound like an action hero, don't he? Hey, who's that coming in to save everybody? Oh, that's Russ McQuaid.
Of the 20-year-old Greenwood man who police say caused such havoc when he opened up on a food court full of shoppers inside of Greenwood Park Mall last night, leaving 3 victims, including a husband and wife, dead and 2 other people wounded. When investigators raided his nearby apartment early this morning, they found he left the oven turned on with a laptop computer and a butane bottle inside. That could have been an explosive situation. Police say he brought 2 rifles to the mall, left one in a backpack in a restroom where he spent an hour preparing, and then they add he was armed with a rifle and a pistol when he emerged and began firing more than 24 shots into the food court. Officials say Sapperman quit his warehouse job in May, has been told by the family that he was being evicted from his apartment and didn't have a car, so he presumably walked to the mall from his nearby apartment.
Yep.
Right now, we have no motive. His family members that we spoke to, they were just as surprised as everyone else was. They said there were no indicators that he was violent or unstable.
And Chief Eisen described Elisha Dickin, and he's the 22-year-old man from Seymour who fired back. He said Dickin's actions were nothing less than heroic, as Dickin, with his legally owned handgun, opened fire from more than 30 feet away and took down the suspect. Live outside of Greenwood Park Mall, Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
And you know what, John? It's like he said, another suicide by cop, you think? take as many out with him as you can. I guess my thing is this. Possibly, could be. But that's really a moot point, because anybody that's willing to do this, what's the answer that you're really trying to get? And I understand that, you want to ask people like, why would you do such a heinous crime? I understand that, but the point is that they are trying to literally, it's like a fucking video game. I'm trying to get the high score. I want to just kill as many people as I can just so I can have that number. That's how I will be remembered. People will know me. I killed 42 people in a matter of 4 minutes, or whatever the fucking case may be. That's really all they're trying to do. It's not a thing to where most of these people will have like these all long, drawn out manifestos. They will either get on some white supremacy shit, or they'll get on some Aryan Brotherhood shit, or whatever the case may be. But when they do this act, they're not doing it to strike a blow for the white man and to strike a blow for white people because the black people are out, all that bullshit. Man, they're doing that shit for the notoriety of what it is. That's why most of them don't wind up dead. That's why most of them surrender, just so that they can get the attention that comes afterwards. Because, yeah, you don't want to hear from them motherfuckers right now, but 5, 10, 15 years from now, yeah, y'all gonna want to hear what the fuck these assholes gotta say. That's just what it is. We have a real fucking short memory when it comes to America, goddammit. The Dylan Ruth boy, you goddamn right. People gonna want to hear his story and hear him interview 5, 10 years from now. They say, what were you thinking, Dylan? Motherfuckers gonna want to hear it. They just are. That's just what it is. In our society, we want to know why. We want to figure out why, and we want to talk to the motherfucker. People are trying to figure out motherfucking Ted Bundy and Charles Manson. People wanting to figure that shit out. And there are just some people, it's one of the things, just like in fucking, what's the movie, Tombstone. It's just one of those things like what Doc Holliday said about Johnny Ringo. He just basically said, like, Johnny Ringo got a hole that he's just trying to fill with bodies. He's just angry. And he was like, and whatchamacallit was like, well, what is he angry at? And he was like, for being born. He's angry for being born. So you can have somebody who's just fucking off their rocker, who, they may be mentally ill or whatever the case may be, which a lot of them are, to be able to bring yourself to do some shit like this. They just mentally disturbed. But their motive is not a complex thing the majority of the time. Sometimes it's just that thing for them to get the attention and to be heard, to be seen, to be noticed, and to get that attention that they've been craving. And if that means that they feel like if I kill a bunch of people, I'll get it, so be it. That's the kind of world that we live in. I'm angry for being born. I'm angry for living in this world, so I'm going to hurt as many people as I possibly can. What do you do with a person like that? What do you do with a person like that? You can't reason with that person. You can't get that person to see things a different way. You just got to beat that person at what it is that they're trying to do. It's like, why would you think it? The fact that people think that it's okay to do that lets you know that they have no disregard. They have no regard for life itself, let alone people they don't know. That boy in Uvalde shot his fucking grandmother in the face. Total disregard for human life, period. Fuck you trying to figure out, why do you have such a disregard for human life? No, you ain't got to figure that shit out. It's crazy. He said, Michael Brown says, hey, Brian, do you ever think that it will stop with these shootings? No, it won't. These shootings are just like active shooter, mass shootings, whatever you want to call it. They are just like mass stabbings. They're just like accidents on the road that occur every day. Do you think accidents will stop happening in vehicles? No, they won't. Do you think people will stop getting robbed? No, they won't. As long as a motherfucker is wanting some shit, people have the potential to get robbed. Just like the dude, it was just the other day. Was that yesterday or today? The race car driver got stabbed at the gas station by a homeless dude. The homeless dude who hit the Olympic swimmer with a fucking 10-inch bolt. He cracked her fucking orbital, her orbital bone. It's like, dude, you trying to figure out that guy how? Why? To what end are you trying to figure this out? And it's like, it's not a thing to where you can get this kind of stuff to stop. You just have to prepare for it so that you can actually counter it. You have to be able to counterpunch, counteract. It's just like, here's another analogy of this. It's just like saying, will wars ever stop? Will countries ever stop warring? No, they won't. You can't ban enough guns. If you banned every gun on the planet, motherfuckers would be warring with swords. If you banned every sword, people would be going to war with fucking knives. If you banned all the knives, countries would literally be going to war with fucking bricks, sticks, whatever the case may be. That's the whole point of it. You're trying to take over a person, overpower that person using a tool. That's it. Tools will change. You can't stop the act though. It's not the tool that's the problem. It's the people. It's the country. Look at fucking Ukraine and Russia. You think wars would ever stop? No. Why? Because this country wants something that this country got. Period. This country want to be able to tell this country what to do. Period. If you don't listen to me, I'm going to kill you and we going to go to war. I'm going to send my soldiers to come kill your soldiers until you surrender. War has been around since how long? Before the gun, there were wars. Look at the carnage and the death that Genghis Khan laid on the fucking world. Look at the carnage and the death that fucking all of these fucking people put on the world before there were guns. Look at what Shaka Zulu was doing out here. Shit. It will never stop. The only thing as to how you can minimize it is by having it to where everybody has it. God damn. Long Beach says somebody in Atlanta did a drive-by and killed someone with a bow and arrow recently. Point proven yet again. Damn, I'm tired of being right. It will never stop. There is no ban. There is no amount of legislation. Just like how now the fucking House of Representatives trying to come up with some bullshit to where they're trying to actually, they want to grandfather in everybody that has rifles and magazines now, but then they're going to ban like 50 fucking assault rifles from here going forward. Man, get the fuck out my face on the internet. Why? To what point? There is no ban that has stopped mass shootings, mass stabbings, mass stonings, whatever the case may be. We're going to find a way. It's like it makes no sense whatsoever. We have all of these car accidents that happen on a daily basis. Most people drive by at least 2 car accidents every week. If you going on a major highway or an expressway or an interstate or something, at least twice a week, you drive by and you see a fucking car wreck. People die in cars every day. You not seeing anybody saying, we're going to make it to where cars only go 20 miles an hour. That way people won't die. This got to stop. Nope. These car deaths are an epidemic. Nope. You know what they do? They say, hey, man, buckle up, motherfucker. We don't know if you gonna hit somebody or if somebody gonna hit you, but buckle up. Mandatory insurance. Everybody gotta have insurance. Everybody gotta buckle up or you get a ticket. It's like, this is ridiculous. They need to leave this shit alone and put their efforts and their energy towards fucking mental health resources. Period. Period, point blank. Now I want to watch the actual interview, and then I'm going to actually, oh, better yet, I'm going to read this story real quick, and then we'll go over the interview. Yeah, we'll do that. Is that the right story? Yes. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, gunman kills 3 in Indiana mall before being fatally shot by an armed bystander. Here's what we know. This is from the Indianapolis Star. The victims of the mass shooting were identified Monday, a day after a gunman opened fire inside an Indiana shopping mall before, let me move this over here. So there we go, right in front. In an Indianapolis mall before being fatally shot by an armed bystander. The shooter, identified as Jonathan Douglas Sapperman, age 20, of Greenwood, Indiana, killed 3 people and injured 2 in the food court at the Greenwood Park Mall on Sunday before closing time, police said. Now, just think about it like this. In Greenwood, Indiana, it ain't shit there probably but a mall. But to make matters worse, with the people that's in there on any given time, on average, on a weekend, it's at least 50 to 100 people in just the food court alone at minimum. Probably way more than that. I ain't never been to Greenwood Mall, but I'm telling you, it's at least 50 to 100 people in that fucking food court area by itself. Stores and all that shit aside, just in the food court, you talking at least 50 to 100 people, even with the place getting ready to close. Just saying. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna talk about that too, that part too, Sith Mail. But let's keep going. He was killed by Elijah Dickens, age 22, of Seymour, Indiana, a mall patron who was legally carrying a gun, according to the authorities. The real hero of the day is the citizen that was lawfully carrying a firearm in that food court and was able to stop the shooter almost as soon as he began, Greenwood Police Chief Jim Eisen said. Authorities received the first emergency calls at 6:05 p.m. from the mall in Greenwood, a city with a population of 60,000, 14 miles south of Indianapolis. So that's 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away maybe. About 20 minutes away. Here's what we know about the Greenwood Park Mall shooting. Who were the Greenwood Park Mall shooting victims? There were 5 victims, including 3 people killed by the gunman and 2 who were injured, Eisen said. Monday, the Johnson County Coroner's Office released the names and ages of the Indianapolis residents who died. One of them was named Pedro Pineda, age 56. The other one was Rosa Miriam Rivera D. Pineda, 37, and Victor Gomez, age 30. The Pinedas were married, according to authorities. Damn, he was married to his wife was 37, he was 56. All right. And then the youngest injured victim was a 12-year-old girl who suffered a minor wound. Eisen said she went home with her parents after the incident and told them about the scratch on her back, the police said. The girl was taken to the hospital, but she is expected to be just fine, he said. A woman in her 20s was treated for a leg wound, but was in stable condition. What types of weapons were used, check this out, by the Greenwood Park shooter? Police said Monday that the shooter had 3 guns and more than 100 rounds of ammunition when he entered the mall. There it is. There it is. Just before 5 p.m., he entered the bathroom of the mall's food court, where police said he remained for an hour. As the mall closed, he came out and shot Gomez, then shot Pineda as they ate dinner. Armed civilians killed. The guns were purchased at a Greenwood store March 8th and 9th, according to authorities. The 20-year-old used a Sig Sauer Model 400 rifle, which is a decent rifle, and bought 2 additional weapons in a backpack that remained in the food court. He fired 24 rounds. Now, a lot of times people will think that just because you got a weapon like a AR-15, that every bullet you gonna kill somebody with it. You have the potential to, but if you haven't trained and you're not well trained with that rifle, even though they are very easy to shoot, you can still be taken down, just like Elijah did. Just saying. The shooter had no adult criminal record, but had a minor juvenile record, including a fight at school and running away. Police did not release a motive. The shooter tried to destroy evidence. Police said the shooter tried to destroy electronics in his apartment. FBI officials said after the shooting, they assisted Greenwood police in executing a search warrant at the suspect's home. He lived at an apartment complex about a mile west of the mall. Investigators searching the apartment found an oven set to a high temperature inside where the laptop and a can of butane, I guess. Although damaged, a Indianapolis Police Department spokesperson said the laptop will be sent for analysis to the FBI laboratory in Quantico, Virginia. Investigators found a cell phone in the apartment's toilet, officials said. Boom. So then what did the shooting witnesses see? James Arthur said he was in the mall with his wife and 4 children when he heard what sounded like 20 rounds go off. He said the shots were fired rapidly and it sounded like a big gun. He said they thought that it was a joke until people started running. The family was separated in the chaos as people fled, and Arthur said one of his children saw a body on the ground. Chris Roy, assistant manager of the mall's Vans shoe store with the white Vans on, damn Daniel, was working Sunday when he saw people running through the hallway from the food court just before closing. I jumped over the counter, locked the door, gathered my associates and managers at the back door, said Roy, age 30 years old. They hadn't heard gunshots, but Roy said they saw enough people running to not ask questions. Through the back door, they huddled in the interior hallway with about 40 to 50 others, Roy said. After 10 to 15 minutes, police cleared them from the hallway and escorted them out of the mall. Boom. There it is. There it is. So it's like you have to take into account, it's like these people, they're doing the best they can do, huddling up in that hallway. But what if there was no hero and he would have made it to the hallway? Fish in a barrel. Fish in a barrel. Just saying. Fish in a barrel. So it's like I understand that people want to get away, people want to hide, and part of the active shooter training is the run, hide, fight type of deal. But the thing is that if there's enough people that are like Elijah Dickin, you can really minimize these types of shootings from happening because so many people are concealed carrying and so many people have the actual testicular fortitude to go to work and confront these people that come to these areas to do this. Because you do know that, I'm not sure about Indiana, but I don't know if this mall was a no carry zone or a gun free zone. I don't know if it was or not, but I would hope that, I don't think in Indiana that they do that, but they may. There are a lot of places that have these gun free zones, and that's where these people go. That's where these people go. So it's a gun free zone. So it's like, if that's where these people go to do this, thank God that whatchamacallit was smart enough to carry his fucking gun. It is a gun free zone. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. But it's like, this is exactly why you should not have gun free zones. The only place you should have a gun-free zone is where can't nobody carry a gun because they're getting searched, like at a courthouse. Like once you go through the checkpoint at an airport. I get those because everybody is searched. So yeah, I understand that. But it's like, other than that, these malls, having no guns in these schools, having no guns at these events, man, fuck all that. Nope.
Hey, good morning. Well, this tragedy hit the Greenwood community about 12 hours ago, and witnesses who were there heard several gunshots inside the mall's food court before an armed shopper shot and killed a suspect.
We were at the food court eating. It was loud, so I didn't hear very much commotion of arguing going on, but gunshots started ringing out, probably about 20 of them.
The shooting unfolded at the Greenwood Park Mall in Greenwood, Indiana, around 6 p.m. on Sunday. Greenwood is about 3 hours away from Chicago. The Greenwood police chief says a man entered the mall with a rifle and several magazines of ammunition and began firing in the food court. 4 people are dead this morning, including the man responsible. According to the police chief, the shooting suspect was killed by a man who was legally carrying a firearm at the mall.
The real hero of the day is the citizen that was lawfully carrying a firearm in that food court and was able to stop this shooter almost as soon as he began.
Exactly.
And police have only identified the shooter as an adult man, and they believe he acted alone. At this time, a motive has not been determined. We'll have more developments as
grand opening, grand closing. Because this guy had the fucking balls to do what he did. Plain and simple. He had the balls to do what he did. Let's listen to the chief break it down, and then we can wrap it up from there. RR1000 said, welcome to the Wild Wild West, the U.S., the Wild Wild West. And I understand that a lot of people, think about that type of time in history where it was the Wild West, where everybody had 6 shooters on their hips. And, when you think about things like, what was the name of the town? And they got the goddamn movie like Deadwood or some shit like that. It's like that, but it's not like that. And it's like back then you didn't have enough police or enough sheriffs or sheriff's deputies around to protect everybody. You just didn't. And that made it to where in society, you were responsible for your own safety. And what was the best thing that you did in doing that was to have a gun. Plain and simple. Whether it was a scatter gun like they called shotguns back then, whether it was a rifle, whether it was a handgun, you had to have a way to protect yourself. It wasn't a thing to where everybody was trying to stop me. We're going to all stop them together. Nope. You were responsible for your own safety. And that's what you had to do. Even when you look back into the Roman times, all the Romans, everybody carried a sword. They just did, because it was what? The best tool to protect yourself, because there were not enough police around to save you, to protect you. There just wasn't. And the thing is, in nowadays time, yeah, we have a lot of police, but it's not enough police to protect you to where you don't need to have a gun. It's just not. They can't get there in enough time. And it's not enough of them to be around you 24/7 to keep everybody safe and secure. You can't get rid of all of the guns because criminals don't abide by laws. They will use guns illegally. They will get illegal guns. That's just what it is. So the best way to combat this is to make it to where law-abiding citizens can carry guns as easily as possible. Because those are the people that will be able to respond in the moment. Way faster than the police can, way faster than anybody else can, than the guardian angels or whoever else. It's just one of those things to where they can respond quicker. You can respond quicker to a situation than you're in than anybody else. Plain and simple. Right, JDO said you need to be your first responder. Fuck all that bullshit. I'm my own first responder, goddammit. Fuck that.
As promised, the 9:30 update. First of all, I would like to say and send out our heartfelt condolences to the victims' families in this tragedy. Like I said earlier, this has shaken us to our core. This isn't something that we have seen here in Greenwood before. It is absolutely horrendous, and our thoughts and prayers are with those loved ones hurting tonight. We have just a quick update. I don't have a lot of additional details at this time. We have cleared the backpack. I'm not going to go into detail with the contents that were found in the backpack. That's still being processed. There was no explosive device, which was our primary concern.
And please click that like button, click that subscribe button. Yes, indeed, I need that. And click that donate button. Thank you so much.
In a situation like this, the EOD has cleared that.
We got 182 people watching and 13 people on United Guns of America. Everybody put in $1 and we good. Let's go.
Our SWAT teams from the Indiana State Police, the Greenwood Police Department, and the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department have finished their clearing of all the stores and corridors in the mall. We are confident that there are no additional threats at this time. At this point, the Greenwood Police Department, Johnson County Sheriff's Department, and FBI's evidence collection teams are just now beginning the process of entering the crime scene to process for evidence and get more answers to this senseless tragedy. With
that's
that,
what I'm talking about. Thank you.
That's all the information that I have tonight. I will give another update tomorrow. We are going to have a press conference at the Greenwood Police Department at 2 p.m.
Chief, how long will this mall be a crime scene? In other words, will the mall open tomorrow as usual, or are you asking Simon Mall Properties to
shout out to my man Eric? Hit your boy with $10. Thank you.
Well,
keep it going. Let's go.
The short and simple answer is it will take as long as it takes. I expect we will be here until the early morning hours tonight. Earlier I was.
And here's the thing too. It's like I see people talking about this, and I wish that the rest of the country would do this. I was hoping that Donald Trump was going to do it. He talked about it and was trying to get us there. But shout out to KFX, hit your boy with $2. Thank you. But this constitutional carry, it works. It just works. Constitutional carry is a great solution for Americans. For everyone that has that Second Amendment right, you should be in, hopefully, every state should be abiding by the Constitution. I don't need to go and go before a board. I don't have to go and jump through 5 different hoops, get 2 different kinds of licenses, and wait for all the bureaucracy and the paperwork to come back. And then I got to go through all this. Not, I can just carry. Yeah, Trump wanted to get he wanted to actually, he wasn't his thing wasn't universal carry, but he wanted a concealed carry card that was that granted reciprocity across all the states. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to have it to where when you get one concealed carry license, and that concealed carry license, no matter what state you get it in, it makes you good in every state. It makes you good in every state. And it's like, this is one of those examples to where this guy being able to constitutional carry, didn't have to pay no fees, no $200-300 to get all of his concealed carry permits and FOID cards and all that bullshit. He didn't have to do any of that. And he was able to just go exercise his Second Amendment right and buy a firearm and carry that firearm. That's what it is.
Asked if the mall will be open tomorrow. I don't have that answer. That will have to come from Simon Properties.
What are witnesses telling your detectives about how this jumped off?
Right now, I'm not willing to release any details of the investigation as it is so early. We're still putting the pieces together.
Chief, this has become a national epidemic. Now it's Greenwood, Indiana. Can you just put this in context? As we've seen police departments across the country responding to these mass shootings, whether in schools, in buildings, offices.
Now watch this.
Now that it's here, now that you're dealing with it, and your officers are coming face to face with this, how do you process something like this?
Well, we train for it. Matter of fact, a few years back, we had one of the largest coordinated exercises with the FBI and other local metropolitan area agencies for this exact situation.
Dude, come on, man. Is that not what I have said time and time again? It's the same training. It is the same exact training.
Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? Huh? Damn, I'm good! Can you feel that? Huh? Can you feel it, Captain Con?
I'm just saying. Am I right or am I right? He just said it. Hey, man, we've been doing this every year. We've had one of the largest trainings. We bring people over. Most law enforcement agencies, they want to do it together. It's the same training. That's why law enforcement departments will do it together. That's why they will do it together, because it's been the same playbook for years. Everybody's doing, when it comes to this active shooter, everybody's doing the same thing and been doing the same thing for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest we've been active shooter training here. For so long, we all do it together. We do the same thing so we can take out these. I'm just saying, they just do the same thing. That's why all of this shit about fucking you weren't there, you don't know how it was, and it's all bullshit. They just literally did not follow the training.
We have done multiple mall exercises with local law enforcement for active shooters. We train annually. Our officers responded the way they should have, very quickly, and I'm extremely proud of the law enforcement response, not only from the Greenwood Police Department, but as you can see behind me, the multi-jurisdictional cooperation that we have. I mean, it was so fast. LEOs reporting, self-reporting from home when they heard about it. IMPD SWAT team members were here just as quick as ours were. It was a very, very fast response.
Oh, so they didn't wait for SWAT. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what I know. It is the same. It's all around the world, same training. All around the world, same training. It's the same training. That's why so many law enforcement departments respond to this shit. That's why they come from other areas to respond. They don't come there to just stand around and see what's happening. They come ready to do the job. We're ready. What y'all want me to do? Want me to stack up and go with somebody? We going in. You want me on the entry team? You want me on the establishing perimeter? What you want me to do? We got a team inside already. What you need me to do out here? It's all the same. Yes, I saw that too. I don't know, man. Look, I can tell you one thing, and this is just me calling a thing a thing. As Christian as Brandon Tatum claims to be, as much of a man of God as he claimed to be, he is definitely stricken, and one of his sins is definitely pride, because he don't never come up and say, he ain't never at one time through all of this came and said, yeah, I was wrong on that. Yeah, I fucked up on that. He was just, oh, well, I might have gotten, something a little mixed up, but never said, damn, man, I fucked up. Damn, no, what I said was incorrect. Damn, yeah, y'all was right. Yeah, I was wrong. Yep, I get it. I understand now. I didn't know it then, and I was just talking then. Well, I thought it was this way, and it wasn't, and that's just what it is. It's like, what is the problem with just saying that you was wrong? And but he's doubling down on trying to be this huge advocate for police. And it's like, dude, I love the police too. I support the police too. But especially being a Christian, right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If you're right, you're right. And if you're wrong, and that's why it's not about me being on the side of the police. It's about me being on the right side of being right. Doing the right thing. And I ain't never claimed to be no super Christian or nothing like that. I ain't never claimed to be that. That is not my thing. But I can tell you this. I can definitely just say, yeah, I'm going to try my best to be righteous in that regard and just calling it down the middle, being fair and consistent and calling a thing a thing. Big Time said he been taking sideways shots at me. Hey, man, he ain't said my name, so I don't know what it is. Say my name. I'm like motherfucking what the Destiny Child. Say my name, say my name. I'm like Candyman, nigga. Say my name 3 times in the mirror. I show up on your ass. I'm just saying. But that's my thing. And it's like we have this thing so much about just period. It's like when you believe in something, that's okay to believe in it and to have confidence in what it is you believe in. But that doesn't mean that you are absolute in what it is that you say. And you're infallible in what it is you say. It's like be able to be corrected, be able to say, oh, damn, I did misspeak on that. Or maybe I was just a little too passionate and I was wrong on it. I get it. Because your emotions and your feelings can be really, you can really be passionate about something. And yeah, you can hold to your guns and stick to your guns. But when it's clearly shown to you time and time again that you're wrong, it now becomes a thing of where it's not just an opinion, it's actual fact. And if it's fact, dude, acknowledge the fact. Because that in itself is what it is that we're trying to get to. You be the first one to call out people that's lying. You be the first one to talk about people when they're not telling the truth. But yet and still nobody can correct you. That makes no sense. That just makes no sense whatsoever. When you get to the point to where no one can, you're above reproach, where can't nobody say nothing to you, or you just gonna keep saying the same thing and doubling down on stupid, it weakens your message. It weakens who you are in your character. It does. Have enough integrity to say, man, you know what? I think I called this one wrong. Man, you know what? I thought it was this way and it wasn't. I got some bad information, or just the way that I looked at it and the way I perceived it was this way. And, you know, in light of things now and seeing more evidence and hearing more different ideas about it, yeah, I can see how people were wrong. Yeah, I can see how I was wrong about it. That's just what it is. It's just like how people all the time, like every time when I talk about when I bring up George Floyd, it's like every time I bring it up, it's always some troll, somebody in the thing that says he died because of drugs. And it's like, dude, you are literally just being disingenuous if you can't acknowledge the fact that a motherfucker who was on this dude's chest and on his back and had his chest pressed into the fucking asphalt for over 8 minutes and 46 seconds. You can't tell me that did not play a part in this man's death and it was totally unfucking necessary. He was cuffed and on the ground. And people would just go all past that. Fuck all that. It was the fentanyl. Okay. So I guess if I put some fentanyl in your mouth and then put a plastic bag over your head, you died from the fentanyl. Just saying. I put some fentanyl in your mouth and then I shoot you in the fucking heart. It was the fentanyl, you know. I mean, you know, hey, that's what it was, a drug overdose. It's like, dude, you can't acknowledge, you can't not acknowledge the fact that what this man did once he handcuffed this man was the wrong thing. Period. Period. Now, could the drugs have had an effect on him? Absolutely, totally. But so did a 200-pound motherfucker on his back have an effect on him. It fucks with your breathing. Trust me. And like I've told plenty of people, even when I saw Steven Crowder, dumbass, trying to reenact the fucking thing, it was stupid as fuck. and he didn't do the shit for real, get me to come do it. Don't get your friends, don't get you and your butt buddies to come out there and do the shit. No. Get a real motherfucking officer to come out there that don't know your ass that's gonna do it. Let me come do it. I'll show your ass. But it's just one of those things where you have to be able to be objective in what it is that you're saying and to say, hey, look, I could get it wrong. Just like when I was talking about the when I talked about the president and the vice president and talked about how I was saying that Nancy Pelosi would be in line to be vice president, like automatically. And that wasn't true. That wasn't true. During the show, I just knew that was the case. I was Kanye West. No. Can't nobody tell me nothing right. Couldn't tell me shit. And there was a lot of people that believed it too, that thought, not the fact that I said it, but they believed that's how it went too. And it was after the show, I went and looked it up. I said, let me just look this up. Because a few people were saying, nah, that ain't how it go. And I was like, nah, that is how it go. And I said, let me look this shit up. And I went and looked it up and I said, damn, I was wrong like a motherfucker. Very next show, soon as the motherfucking shit played, I was right there to say, my give up. Hey, y'all, I had this shit wrong. That is not how that shit goes. Not a problem. It's okay to be wrong, and especially when you go back and correct yourself. That's it. When you can go back and say, oh, wow, yeah, I did have this wrong. I misspoke. I fucked up. What's wrong with that? And it's like, I don't understand how people will have these particular points and have this shit that they got in their head, and that's just it. But will turn right back around and condemn another group for talking crazy, talking out the side of their neck, not using logic. It's like you will ride a Democrat's ass and a liberal's ass all the way to the fucking cows come home because they don't have facts, because they're not, open-minded, and you can't have a conversation with them. But then you turn around and do the same thing and got people literally in your chat by the dozens, by the hundreds saying, nah, bruh. And he's sticking to it. Now you a troll. I guess.
But I'm going to tell you, the real hero of the day is the citizen that was lawfully carrying a firearm in that food court and was able to stop this shooter almost as soon as he began.
What can you tell us about him? I'm sure if you want to tell us his name, that'd be great, but I'm sure
I can tell you that he's a 22-year-old male from Bartholomew County, and that is all that I can release at this time.
What can you tell us about the victims and whether or not they were targeted or they were hit by stray bullets?
At this point, I just don't know. I don't have a motive yet, and as that comes out, we will share it, but right now I don't have that information.
Can you break down males, females?
Yes, it looks like we have, the shooter was a male. We have one male victim and 4 female victims.
And how many of those were deceased and how many of those are wounded?
3 victims were deceased and 2 were wounded.
And that breakdown, is it males, females in the hospital, males, females deceased? Can you break that down?
Not at this time. No, I want to get that right, and I can't.
Do you have an age range on these victims, Chief?
Yes.
Among the dead?
Between 30 and early 20s.
Chief, there's a big debate in our state right now regarding criminalist carry, concealed weapons, guns. I'm not asking you to chime in on the debate.
I'm not going to comment on that right now.
And I'm not asking you to. But
are you able to say anything about what happened before this incident occurred? Like, was there an exchange, or was it just a random guy just shooting?
Once again, details. We have viewed some surveillance video. I'm not going to release any details. This is
I definitely want to see
early,
that.
And it's still an active, ongoing investigation.
Do you have any age limit on the victims that were taken to the hospital? Are they in stable condition? Are they critical?
Yes, the last I heard, we had 1 unstable, well, 2 unstable. I will add the last press conference, I did state that there were no juveniles. I later found out there was one. She was a 12-year-old female. She had a very minor wound, somewhat of a scratch, I'm being told, on her back. She went home, told her parents, and they called us and we responded. She was transported to the hospital for a checkout. She is expected to be just fine.
Chief, your hometown got it.
What?
The other two who you said were stable, they've been admitted.
She is one of them that was stable. The other one, I do not know if they have been admitted. They are still at the hospital.
Yep.
Yes.
Your hometown guy.
He said Madden level play-by-play.
What do you want the people of Greenwood
Boom!
to know as they watch all of these images unfold, and tomorrow morning when they wake up and you may still be here? What do you want your citizens to know about the situation?
Just that, you know, we are doing the best we can right now. They have the best in their federal law enforcement and local law enforcement and state law enforcement officials here trying to get answers and make sense of what happened. Like I said, this is still very early in that process, and I want people to feel safe in Greenwood. I'm very proud of our officers. We strive in having a very safe city and low violent crime rate. And like I said, this is just something that has shocked us to our core tonight, and our hearts are out. Go out to all the victims' families.
Have you identified the original?
And it's like, here's the other thing too. Like he said, as far as the neighborhoods, this can happen anywhere. This can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere at any time. And I like the fact that, you know, even with the response of the police, textbook, like he said, my guys did exactly what they were supposed to do. They responded, they went in to go stop the threat. However, the fact that this threat was already stopped, the battle was won. Because here's the thing, if they would not have stopped, that 3 people would have probably been 30. 30 dead, 30 shot. I mean, anything. He had 2 rifles and a handgun. Then that's the whole point. It's like, you can't expect the police to stop this and to fix this. You can't expect legislation to stop this and fix this. You can't hope that you can't pray this away. You can't do anything. You can't do anything to stop this type of violence from happening. You just can't. The thing is that you have to have people in place to where they can protect themselves. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. We cannot stop people from speeding in automobiles. We cannot stop people from driving drunk. We cannot stop people from driving reckless. We can't stop people from doing any type of illegal activity in a vehicle. You can't stop it. However, you can try to make your vehicles as safe as possible. You can have it to where everybody wears a seatbelt. Everybody buys and has to have insurance, but you still can't stop it from happening. There's still going to be accidents. There's still going to have people that are going to die from these accidents. It's inevitable, period. Because nobody's trying to take all the cars away. Nobody's trying to make it to where a car can't go over 15 miles an hour. Because society is far more advanced than that. And that's just what it is when it comes to violence. We are far more. Do y'all realize that if we didn't have no guns and if we didn't have any guns, any knives, or any bats, or any sticks, then it would just be big swole ass motherfuckers that was the motherfucking criminals. They could be able to overpower you, a big tall ass 6'5" ass nigga with some that's good with his hands would basically be the motherfuckers committing the crimes. Somebody who could fight better would be committing the crimes. Point is, you still getting your ass whooped. Point is, you still getting fucked up. If you are going to be a victim, regardless of who or the attacker is, why not be in a position to where you can actually protect yourself with the best weapon possible? And that's all this came down to. That's all this came down to. You have to be in a position, or should always want to be in a position, to where you can protect yourself with the best weapon possible, the best tool possible. And that is not a shotgun. I'm just sorry, it's not. It's not a 10-round magazine in a handgun. It's not a 10-round magazine in a rifle. It's just not. It's just saying, hey, I can carry this gun, I can carry these guns, and that's just what it is. Because even with a gun, you can still die, you can still lose, somebody can get the drop on you. Can't get to your gun, can't get to your gun. But if I can, I could very well, with a little bit of training and a whole lot of fucking balls, I could be the next Elisha Dickens. I could be the next Elisha Dickens. I could be the next Elisha Dickens. Just saying. So, I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Again, I am extremely proud of this young man, that he did what a lot of people can't do, a lot of people don't train to do, and a lot of people just don't have the balls to do. And I'm glad that he was there to do what it is that he did. He is a fucking hero. And the fact that he's not on all of these radio shows, the fact that he's not on all of these talk shows, the fact that he's not on all of these different media outlets and news outlets and all that stuff. He's not on the Tonight Show. He's not on the Jay Leno show, whatever other show you got. It just goes to show how those people that actually do put their lives on the line, those people that actually will step up and go into that danger, it just goes to show how they're not appreciated and they're not celebrated. That's just what it is. It's just not celebrated. It's just like how, you know, the guy who hit the Olympic swimmer with the fucking bolt in her eye. It's like, dude, that person was fucking insane and chose to do something to her. What if it wasn't a bolt? What if it was a knife? She would be dead. She would be dead. What if it was a gun? She would be dead. Just like the race car driver at the gas station. Dead. And it's like we have this thing to where we won't acknowledge those people that do the heroic thing, that do the right thing. Why? Because they don't serve our political agenda. But then again, and I can't wait to do this story, I'm just waiting on the body cam footage to come out about that dude Tekle, the Ethiopian cat that Black Lives Matter then now took on and trying to get Ben Crump involved, and they trying to say that this guy shouldn't have been killed by the police. And it's like this dude was shooting into another woman's house with her kids in there. If that ain't a reason to shoot a motherfucker, I don't know what the fuck is. I can't wait to do it, because the only thing I could find on it was just I got the chick arguing and all that shit. I got all that shit, but I really need the body cam footage so I can really get the timeline down, because that dude had 6 hours of fuckery that he was doing before somebody actually put his ass down. That's bullshit, man. Because he could have killed that woman. He could have killed her kids. They've been living with this crazy motherfucker all this time. And like she said, for over 2 years, ain't nobody said shit. Ain't nobody came and checked on this motherfucker. Ain't nobody got this crazy motherfucker the help he needed. The fact that this nigga name was Tekle let you know that, hey, man, what the fuck? Tekle Sunberg or some shit like that. It's like, dude, I want to check on a motherfucker with a name like that just because of that name. Hey, man, hey, what's your name? Tekle? Yeah, I just want to come check on you, man, because your name is weird. You all right? Yeah, it's like he's adopted from Ethiopia by these white folks that got like 9 other kids. It's like, come on, man. And he got mental issues. The lady even said this dude was playing his music, blasting every day just to get the noise, just for that noise to help calm his mind. And now that he's dead, the parents and all the other 8 siblings all outside the bar, he had to be killed like that. Also, he just gets to shoot at a motherfucker because he crazy. We can't shoot his ass. Man, please get the fuck out of my face. It's just like how they did the bodega store, the old man at the bodega store. Also, you just gonna let this young motherfucker whoop his ass? He can't do shit? Man, stop. Man, stop. These people are actually down there at that motherfucking apartment complex protesting. Black Lives Mattering. Out there with the bullhorn. We just want to get the evidence and want to see. Like, what? Did you not see the bullet holes in that woman's apartment? What else do you need, bruh? What else do you need? But it's like I said, I just want to get the whole thing so I can get the whole timeline together and really break that one down. But it's just like, dude, she was living next door to this crazy motherfucker all this time, and ain't nobody showed up, ain't nobody been there, wasn't nobody protesting for him to get mental health resources then. So why y'all out there now? Because there's some attention to be had and some money to get made. Man, go ahead on. Go ahead on. I refuse to be made a victim, especially by my politicians, by my own local government, by my own federal government, and we should all be offended by that. Really. The fact that my federal government, the fact that these government officials want to disarm me and want me to be a victim just because that's how they feel I should be, when they all got armed security, where they're all in areas that aren't high crime areas, ain't no high gun violence and no shit like that, but you think because I live in the hood, I should still give up my way, my best way to protect myself, the most efficient way to protect myself, or have a bunch of restrictions in doing so? Man, that ain't nothing but a bunch of... That's all that is. JDO said, I can carry in Chicago. It just takes some time and about $400. Man, that's insane for a right. Not a privilege, for a right. It's cheaper to get your driver's license, which is a privilege, than it is to get your gun license to carry your firearm via the Second Amendment. Y'all go figure that part out. But before I get out of here, I'm going to run these commercials, then I'm going to push this button. But I just want to say this, man. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to come and watch this show. Thank you to everybody that donated. If you are watching this on the replay, please feel free to click that donate button and to click that like button. I want to thank everybody that donated via Super Chat, everybody that donated via Cash App, and everybody that donated via PayPal. Matter of fact, let me see. Shout out to Steven, hit your boy with $5. Shout out to JR Samples, hit your boy with $1. I appreciate it, man. You guys, please keep on what you're keeping on, and please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments in the comment section. Definitely, I try to read those, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting the show, supporting the channel, and just taking the time out to listen to a little old YouTuber like me say what it is that I got to say. Till next time, y'all, peace, and I'm out. I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.